don't take this extreme of spaying and neutering our beautiful animals. They're beautiful, but they have to be controlled.
Right. So how does a feral cat even originate? How you know, why, what causes them? It's because people let their pet cats outside and they haven't neutered it. And pet cats can get lost, and they can find another lost pet cat, and then the cycle starts. So what we recommend for all cat adopters is, one, of course, no animal leaves ARF unless it's been neutered. So always have your pet neutered if you didn't get it from ARF. Cats should be microchipped, and all dogs should be microchipped, but especially cats. And they should always have a collar with an ID tag. Now, some people say, well, oh, it's going to get caught up on a twig, it's going to choke, but there are these breakaway collars with elastic that there's no safety hazard. But when someone sees a cat with a collar and a tag, they know that that's an owned animal. It's not a community cat. And so they won't bring it to the shelter, they won't bring it to the pound, and it can be brought back to its rightful owner. So, you know, feral cats are originated from human indifference and ignorance. People ignorant, thinking that they can just let their pet cat out and keep it intact.
One of our programmers for the Pet Trustees website, ironically, when she came over to our place, her cat, and she lives in California, her dog got missing that very night. And she always thought, well, the dog is always beside me. But because that dog has not had a microchip and did not have a collar, virtually people think that that dog is fair game.
It's a stray.
Yes, but in California, it's against the law to find a stray pet and not bring it into the authorities. Is the same true here in New York?
Well, no, the law is different in New York. It only requires stray dog, roaming free dogs to be picked up. It does not require cats to be picked up, and that's one of the problems.
Okay. Interesting. So if you lose your cat, then you have virtually no hope.
You're on your own.
Yeah. Of the 40 million pets that are lost every single year, 90% of them never get returned to their owners. And so if we would just have a microchip, get that pet microchipped, and I know you do a free microchipping for pets in the community.
It's a very simple, you know, it's just right under the skin. It's a digital chip the size of a grain of rice. It doesn't hurt the animal. And we do at least 2 free microchipping clinics a year through ARF. So, you know, and it's not expensive at the veterinarian, but if you want to save the money, come to one of the ARF free microchipping clinics.
That is wonderful. And you have so many great events during the year. I know that we enjoyed the one that you did at the beach club. That was phenomenal. And you have such great creativity, Sarah, and the way that you do the things that you do in the community, they're fun to come to.
Well, thank you so much, Jewel. It is a lot of fun. I mean, working with animals pays great dividends because of the appreciation they give you. But we do, you know, ARF is a fun, happy place. It's not a sad place. Every day, animals are getting adopted into new loving homes. Some of those dogs you saw in the film and some of those cats have already been adopted. So every day there's some very good news at ARF. And we try to engage the community, whether it's the stroll to the Sea Dog Walk or the garden tour, the beach ball, to help raise the much needed funds we need to run the shelter for the year and have fun at the same time.
That's right. You do that wonderful garden tour where you get to go around and see all the beautiful homes, not all of them, but the ones that have beautiful gardens.
Yes.
And it's great because you get to see different people and the way that they landscape and everything. And then at the same time, you're benefiting rescue pets.
Right.
It's great. Now tell us, you also have a training program. Can people from the community that don't have rescue pets take advantage of this program?
Absolutely. We offer affordable dog obedience classes and dog agility classes. And they're at the training ring at the ARF compound, the ARF Adoption Center, which is at 90 Daniels Hole Road in Wainscott, right next to the East Hampton Airport. And those classes are on Saturday and Sunday mornings. And they're very reasonable. You enroll and you can learn the basic obedience, or we have an intermediate obedience class for the more advanced dogs, and the dog agility, which I can't recommend enough. It's a great bonding experience for your dog. Even if you're not very good at it, it is a lot of fun to take your dog over the hurdles and through the tunnel and over the A-frame, and it really helps you improve your relationship with your pet.
And that's so important. You know, we need to think more about playing with our pets. A lot of people adopt pets, but they don't realize the responsibility of actually having time every day to spend and play with that pet, because it's an emotional involvement. It's not enough just to take the dog out for a walk when it needs to go. It also needs a lot of love and attention. And I think that we've become more aware of whatever type of breed that particular animal is, making sure that it gets to do that in your free time with a dog. Like if it's a herding dog, have experiences where the dog can practice herding. And Nicolette gets lots of experience. She's my miniature schnauzer, and going around and looking for critters. She's like, you know, she loves to go critter hunting. And she had a big thing about doing the frogs, and now the squirrels. Oh my goodness, she gets to do that. Of course, we have 2 acres of fenced in, so she gets that. But you have 22 acres at ARF.
Correct. So we're very fortunate. We have a lot of room. There is a beautiful loop trail named the Choo Choo Dog Trail, named after a beautiful Shih Tzu named Choo Choo. And volunteers can walk the ARF dogs on the loop trail. There are benches along the trail, so you can sit quietly with the dog, which is good training, as well as walking. And we're between the airport and the Long Island Railroad, so we can bark as loud as we want.
And that's helpful, because neighbors can really put a squash on having fun with animals if you're not careful.
Correct.
It's a beautiful facility, and you've done so much with it. It really is. It's a pride of the community.
Well, thank you so much, Jewel. We get great broad spectrum support from the community, which we're so grateful for, and we provide a very important service when a family can no longer keep an animal like Salty for, you know, whatever reason. That's what we're here for, to take the animal in, rehabilitate it, and get it a new home. Which reminds me of our PUP program, the People United with Pets program. That is our outreach community assistance program for people who are having crises, whether it's a medical crisis, or they're a victim of domestic abuse and they need to leave their home, or it's a financial crisis. That program is there to subsidize and help people keep their pets, so they don't have to turn them in. If they have to go into the hospital, we'll board the animal for free.
Oh, really?
We can provide food assistance. We provide a lot of pet food to the Southampton Food Pantry for people who are finding it hard to make the monthly budget in this economic decline, and pet food sometimes is one of those things that gets cut. And we can also help with veterinary care.
That's magnificent. It really, really is, because, you know, a lot of elderly people are afraid to adopt pets just because if they do have to spend time in the hospital or whatever, they don't know what will happen to that pet. So it's a great community service. It really is. Let's talk a little bit about our party that we're planning, the White Tie and Tails benefit. So we're planning on doing this for several rescues in the neighborhood, and it'll be the first ever White Tie and Tails benefit to benefit rescue organizations. So we started working on this, and we're trying to get some of our favorite locations. We haven't gotten some of them yet, but I know that we can have Baiting Hollow, which would be on the North Fork. So that's a possibility, but we can also still keep working at Wolfers, who loves the idea, but they're restricted thanks to the local government to the number that they can have. So it's going to be fun and exciting and glamorous, and you can get ready and have your White Tie and Tails ready for this benefit, and also have your photograph taken in full attire with your favorite pet. So
now, will the pets be in costume as well?
They can be, absolutely. And of course, we're going to have wonderful prizes for both the best attired family, pet family, which will be a lot of fun.
Great. Great. Yeah, we all look forward to that. We look forward to that. Salty looks forward to that.
Oh, you're going to look great in a costume.
Family by then,
right? And maybe you'll be that family. Why don't you consider adopting this wonderful part Jack Russell?
Yeah, Jack Russell mix.
Yeah, absolutely. Notice how she puts him in my lap. She knows I'm down to one dog now. And you are adorable. Maybe. Sharon. We're very if you did some talking now.
All right. So Salty, as I said, is a Jack Russell mix, and he's about a year old, and he's highly adoptable. He's ready to go home.
Yes.
He just needs a home that'll train, keep his training program going and be a good master to him.
And he's a great kisser.
All right.
So that's wonderful.
I wanted to say about visiting ARF. The adoption center is open 7 days a week, 11 to 4. So we encourage people to come down. You don't have to be in the market for adopting. Just come and visit. Take a dog for a walk. Go into the catteries that you saw in the video and socialize with the cats. Help with a project. We have to keep those bird feeders filled to keep those cats entertained. And there's lots to do at ARF, and we encourage families to bring their kids. Children must be 16 years of age or older if they're on their own to walk dogs. But if they're with their parents, they can. And you have to be 14 or older to work with the cats on your own.
Okay.
But we love the visitors, and particularly the animals love the visitors. And we take the animals out to local schools, to nursing homes, to special needs programs so that the animals get out and go on trips like Salty's getting today. And then we welcome groups to come to ARF.
And contributions are always welcome. So please remember ARF, and also trusts are available. So if you want to do a family trust or whatever, and we're creating a new program, by the way, for trust, where we're going to be working with local rescues. So always keep in mind that pets are so important, and your money is very much appreciated and needed.
Yeah. You can give online at www.arfhamptons.org or through mail or credit card.
Yeah, thank you so much. So thank you so much for being with us, Sara. Is there anything that we possibly have left out that we need to be talking about other than we've talked about the puppy mills, we've talked about the importance of spaying or neutering your pet, so that if it does get out and it escapes, that it will not be impregnating other cats that'll be out there to fend for themselves. So there's a lot of help. And then also this puppy mill thing, if you're looking for a puppy and you want a puppy, then try to come and take a look very soon for this new...
Well, we'll have breeder dogs, not puppies, but breeder dogs at the shelter very soon. And we do have puppies right now, and throughout the year, new litters of puppies. Generally, those litters are coming from the south now. We are able to rescue them out of high-kill shelters because there are not that many local puppies that are unwanted anymore, which is great progress, and we're hoping for that same result with cats very soon.
Well, I'm so glad you solved a mystery to me, and that is the puppy mills, because I wondered, why do these breeders that have this vested interest let you have their puppies? But it is the senior dogs that they're going to...
breeder dogs.
Yeah, that they would kill or whatever. And kill very cruelly, I'm told.
And sometimes they're only, 4 or 5 years old.
Sure.
They can be rehabilitated and have a whole new life.
Thank you, and join us next week.